Hello YouTube! I think what we're going to do this time is complete the windshield. We need some windshield wipers. We got to hook up the wiper transmission, put the wiper motor in. There's some sun visors that we got to clean up and put the strap on, put the inserts in. So let's get it done. I have all the pieces here, plus some that don't belong on the windshield, but we're going to put on. Let's start cleaning things up. As usual, when I want to work outside, it's either cold, rainy, or snowing. In this case, it's raining. So we're going to do this inside. This stuff is not going to wash itself, so we might as well start washing it now. Let's rinse it off and see what we got. All right, now we got to let it dry off. Got to clean this wiper motor up and take that gasket off. Go rinse it off. There, that looks a little better. We'll go put that on the drying table. We'll start at the top inside and work our way down. For some reason, this Jeep never had the bracket for the strap. I can tell that because the holes aren't tapped. So we're going to have to tap the holes so that we can put the bracket in. Let's see if it'll screw in. I guess it does. We've gone as far as we can on the project without refinishing the hardware, but now what we have to do is go through and clean up all the hardware and powder coat the heads so that we continue with the project. We'll throw a quick coat of clear powder coat onto the hardware, and then we'll be able to move on. With the heads of all the hardware that's associated with the windshield clear coated with powder coat, we can start assembling again. And let's start with the sun visors. So that's these screws right here. Well, I got it as clean as I could. That's the side that's up against the ceiling. That's the side you see. So it's not so terrible bad. I think the next thing after that last screw to put on are the vents. And here we go. That one goes there. That one goes there. We want the air to be blown up onto the windshield, not into the driver. And we put that screw in. Wipe off my anti-seize here. That's the last screw. A little pre-assembly on our wiper motor here. We'll put the gasket back on. I don't know, that kind of looks like it was homemade, but it did a pretty good job. We'll put a little drop of oil on the pivot point here. Take the mounting screws and the Torx head and head over to the Jeep. We'll take the wiper motor and drop it in. But I'm going to put the mounting bolts on until we've got the linkage hooked up. Take a drop of oil and put it on that pivot point and make it live longer. There we go. And take this little clip and slide it on top of the shaft to keep that linkage from coming off. There we go. And I'm going to squeeze the ends just a little bit just to make sure. There. So now the wiper's hooked up and we can bolt the wiper motor in. There we go. Bolt it up. Now the wiper motor wire goes down through this hole here, and we want to get it over to the wiper switch, which is on the other side of the steering column. Let's see if we can snap this access port cover in place. There's one. And here goes two. All right. Next thing traveling down is the dash pad. And we'll set it in place. Grab a screw. Now we'll do the lower dash screws. We'll put the windshield retaining knobs on. Now the next thing that was on the workbench to be done was the ashtray and the driver's side lower vent. The driver's side diverter duct here is held in by 3 screws, 1 through the firewall and 2 under the dash, and they're torque screws. And the driver's side vent diverter is installed. Now we need to put the ashtray in. So in order to put the ashtray back, we have to take the ashtray out of the holder. And we can start our torque screws and reinstall the ashtray. The wiper motor transmission is in the park position right now, so we can put our wipers on at about there. And about there, I think. That was everything that was on the workbench, but I'm not done yet. I think the next thing is we'll put the tailgate on. I guess we can't just go and bolt the tailgate on because these areas have to be painted. So we're going to paint these things so that we can put the tailgate on tomorrow. What I did is, here's the tailgate, all taped off. But I brought the doors out too. Might as well get them done at the same time. These are the bare spots where the hinges go, and we're going to paint those. The first thing we're going to do is take some brake clean and wipe down the area to get any wax or oil or anything like that off of there, dirt. With the brake clean dry, we'll begin with the first of 3 coats of primer. This is the first of 3 coats of base coat. Third and final coat of base coat. This is the 5th and final coat of clear. I don't know that I had to do that because this is going to be underneath the hinges, but it just makes me feel good. That's what the can says. Come on, don't run out. Just a couple more. Uh-oh. Come on. We made it. I stumbled across this original fog light switch, and there's actually screw holes underneath the dash that line up with the screw holes in the switch, and they are threaded, and it screws in. So there's one, and there's the other. Now we have the fog light switch. Now whether I put fog lights on here or not, I don't know. I may end up using it for my radio lights. I don't know. Still haven't found a place to hook this up. Let's see if we can take this tape off and save the paper. Looks like we're going to be able to do that. We'll use this paper again. With no more bare metal showing, we can continue where we left off. We'll set the tailgate in place. And close the upper latches, and it should stay in place. And now we can put the screws in, and I've got anti-seize on them. We've got to shift it over a little bit. There we go. If you remember, this hinge was completely frozen, and we were able to free it up. Okay, with them all tight, let's see if it'll lower. Yes. No binding, that's nice. Now we have to put in, now we'll install the bolt that holds the cable end to the Jeep. And there's a little wavy washer that goes on the bolt. So you put that wavy washer on the bolt, little anti-seize on the bolt, and thread it in. Now this is a shouldered bolt, so you tighten it tight. And with it tight, the cable still moves because of that wavy washer on the shoulder on the bolt. And tailgate closes and locks. One more thing on the Jeep. Let's put some bolts with anti-seize on them into the hinges of the door. Now, these bolts go into a plate that's in back of the door that allows the hinge to move all around. So we don't want to tighten them tight. We just want to snug them down to where we've got the hinge pretty much captured, but still slides around. see how the bolts are almost tight, but the whole hinge still moves around? And that's because it's mounted on a plate in the back of the door, and the whole plate is moving around with the hinge. Let's carry the door over and put it on the hinges on the Jeep. Now the only two fixed points are this hinge because it's bolted on both sides. It can only go in one spot. And the latch for the door. So if I carefully hold the door up and put it in the latch, it should be close to where it needs to be aligned. And we have to pick the front up just a little bit. Okay, what I have to do here is open up, hold this door seam open, tap the hinge down so it's in the right location on the door, and tighten it up. And see how the door opens and closes. It opens, it closes. And wipe all the anti-seize off. We did chip the paint a little bit, but I can touch that up. All right. Good deal. Well, I think we've accomplished all our goals. We got a windshield, we got doors, we got a tailgate, plus some other miscellaneous parts that we bolted on. I think we accomplished our goals. If you enjoyed this video, there will be more.